MTN News, this is Montana This Morning.
The most Jews ever murdered in one day since the Holocaust. Let that number sink in.
We hear from a local rabbi who has been watching as horrors unfold in Israel.
If you're trying to rent in this market and the increases that we've seen in rent as a senior, it's devastating.
If you live in Montana, you know the cost of living is expensive. But we're going to explore the impact it has on our senior community.
The culture, connection, and beauty of Indigenous people is being celebrated today for Indigenous Peoples Day. I'm Jo Leslie, and I'll tell you about these teepees, a unique art installation, and what they represent.
Alrighty, it is 6:31 on this Tuesday edition of Montana This Morning. Jane McDonald and Matt Elwell with you. Matt, how are you doing on this Tuesday?
Great. You know, the temperatures haven't dropped dramatically yet. I think as we go over the next couple of days, things will kind of bottom out for us. But we're still dealing with cool temperatures, warmer temperatures with cool temperatures on our heels here. Right now, mostly looking at 40s. I'm having a hard time. I need that second cup of coffee.
I can go make that for you real quick.
Yeah, that's all right. I'll get it here. A couple of isolated showers are possible throughout the day. Most of that's pretty light. The heavier rain expected to move in late in the afternoon, more toward the evening across the area. And it is going to be a pretty drastic change for most of the area through the afternoon today. It looks like our temperatures are expected to be into the mid to upper 60s through the afternoon. We do have some cooler temperatures moving in as early as tonight. We're going to break down what to expect in just a few minutes.
All right, thank you very much, Matt. Now our top story this half hour. The world has been watching as rockets have filled the skies of Israel and the West Bank. The death toll continues to rise, with estimates now at 1,200, with 11 Americans among the dead. This morning, MTN's Haley Monaco spoke with a Bozeman rabbi who has been keeping an eye on the situation.
I'm not a man that's known to be at a loss of words, but the last 36 hours have been, I've never experienced anything like that in my life.
Even though violence that erupted Saturday in Israel is more than 6,000 miles away, it's still hard for Montana Rabbi Chaim Brook to watch.
We're talking now about over 1,200 Jews slaughtered, brutally raped, children being taken as hostages, beheading of Israelis.
Now, as Brook and Billings Rabbi Shaul Shkedi watch the horrifying events unfold between the Hamas militant group and Israel, both have to worry about their multiple family members in the country.
My mother's entire side of the family all lives in Israel. I have cousins who currently right now are fighting in Gaza.
My father and his wife live in Jerusalem. My uncle and aunt live in Sderot. My uncle 1 hour ago was looking out his window and watched Israeli soldiers in the building across the street. They found 2 terrorists that have been hiding there since Saturday.
As the death toll continues to rise in both Israel and the Gaza Strip, Rabbi Brook shares that this war is causing him to feel many emotions, especially anger.
If you want to help Israel and you want to say, I support Israel, and then there's a but, I don't want to hear from you. It's not a time for the but Israel this or Israel that. Because if Hamas had their way, they'd kill every Jew in Israel, which would be more than the 6 million killed in the Holocaust.
According to the rabbis, Montana has a constantly growing Jewish population, which they say needs support.
We need the love, all the love we can get right now, because in our eyes, if we don't hear from you, it means that you don't care enough or you actually agree with the people that are slaughtering Jews.
Reach out to them because most likely they're looking for more comfort, and a comforting phone call can make a big difference.
In Billings, Haley Monaco, MTN News.
Thank you very much, Haley. We'll hear more from the national scene as the latest details are coming in. Now, it's no surprise that living in the Treasure State is getting more and more expensive, but the age group that has been hit the hardest are seniors. MTN's Phil Van Pelt shows us what is being done to help out Montana seniors.
If you live at a place like here at the St. John's Chapel Court Apartments, those increases can make a big impact on the day-to-day. And for residents like Bob Brecky, it unfortunately means that you still might not have enough after your bills are paid each month.
I'm able to pay all my bills, but I don't have a whole lot left at the end of the month.
Many families count every cent and every dollar each month. And while they're not alone, an increasingly tightening budget can be even harder on senior citizens.
I think it affects the older people that's all they have to live on is Social Security. And some of them have a tough time deciding whether if I should get my medicine or my groceries.
Bob Brecky is 68 and a resident of the St. John's United Chapel Court Apartments, where he's lived for 12 years. And COLA, not the kind that immediately comes to mind, but cost of living adjustments, are crucial for his ability to make ends meet every month. In 2023, retirees saw an 8.7% increase raise that resulted in, on average, $144 more each month, the biggest raise since 1981. The amount each year is based on the Consumer Price Index, which measures inflation, but many feel it's not examined equally.
They look at the inflation rate and then they make that adjustment based on the inflation rate. There's a lot of debate, by the way, by the Congress about the tool that they use for that and whether or not it actually is picking up the cost of living that impacts our seniors.
Michael Larson is the executive director of the Adult Resource Alliance in Billings and says many seniors have increased medical costs that aren't taken into account.
They can't make the adjustments when the cost of, the basic rent, food, transportation, when those go up, particularly the way they have been lately, they have no ability to make up for that increased cost.
For the moment, the Senior Citizens League Nonpartisan's forecast for 2024 shows a COLA adjustment of just 3.2%, or an average increase of just $57 a month, which leaves residents like Bob Brecky with very little after his bills are paid.
It'll still be around $200 a month I got to spend.
A consistent reality regardless of the increase due to rising inflation across the board.
I wish it was more money a month, but it isn't. That's the way it is. And I mean, that 8% increase was quite an increase. But then, like I said before, everything else just goes up with it.
In Billings, Phil Van Pelt, MTN News.
Thank you very much, Phil. And a new addition to the Gallatin Valley Mall, but it's not a store. Yesterday was the groundbreaking for the future Gallatin Valley Surgical Center. Intermountain Health and Ortho Montana have partnered up with Jones Construction to open the center. The new facility will be 45,000 square feet and will feature a total of 17 surgeons. Senior Director with Intermountain Orthopedics and Oncology, Megan Pimley, says she and her team are excited to give the Bozeman community more options for health care.
We're extremely excited to be here. This has been a long time in the making, and so working with the City of Bozeman's been a pleasure, working through the permitting process, and then to finally be here on a gorgeous fall day just means a lot to everybody, as you can tell by all of the energy and smiles and dirt throwing that's been happening. So,
the Gallatin Valley Surgery Center is set to open in the fall of 2024. And you may be seeing some brightly colored teepees atop of Pete's Hill this week. MTN's Jolie Salee tells us why you should stop by and discover new stories waiting to be told.
I'm here on top of Pete's Hill, where a unique art installation is sitting, celebrating the culture, connection, and beauty of Indigenous people.
Being able to present this installation to Bozeman, what is now known as Bozeman, it's an honorable thing.
There are stories to be shared up on Pete's Hill tonight, thanks to Ben Peace, an artist who shares the stories, perspectives, and experience of his ancestors through his artwork.
Imagine all the people that have come through this valley. Imagine all their stories, the individual stories, both prehistoric and contemporary. At the same time, I come with this installation with great humility.
One teepee to honor ancestors, the second to honor water, and the third is one of its kind, a mesh teepee, honoring the connection to the landscape and the future of Indigenous people. A special thought to the activists with Mountain Time Arts, Katie Chavez and Francesca Pine Rodriguez.
When thinking of the Indigenous Futures teepee, I'm just wanting to see other examples of Indigenous architecture kind of being thought of in city planning and just our futures, and having our presence be made in current day.
Peace, Chavez, and Pine Rodriguez are preparing for the celebration atop Pete's Hill, where the teepees will be on display until Wednesday the 11th.
It took us several hours to put them up, but some Native women can get them up in minutes.
The public is invited to walk through the teepees and take it all in.
Watching my own children go in and out of the teepees makes me so happy. Bosemanites come up here, but our ancestors have been coming here for tens of thousands of years.
And Ben Peace will continue using his artwork to make sure the voices of those Indigenous people are heard for years to come.
On this Indigenous Peoples Day, we celebrate those Indigenous people whose story didn't get to play out like ours. We're so fortunate.
In Bozeman, Jolie Salee, MTN News.
Thank you very much, Jolie. Now, before we head to break, yesterday was Indigenous Peoples Day across the nation, and Montana State University commemorated the event with a round dance. This year's event featured the Bobcat Singers, the American Indian Council's drum group, and took place in front of American Indian Hall on the MSU's campus. MSU enrolled a record 817 American Indian Alaska Native students this fall. Indigenous Peoples Day activities are sponsored by the American Indian Council, the Department of Native American Studies, and American Indian Alaska Native Student Success Services. Now, we're going to take a short break here on Montana This Morning, but when we come back, we got your headlines, we got to look at your forecast, and we have a very special guest all when we come back.